All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into something, well, something truly one of a kind. We're looking at a single organization that offers marketing services, helps you with your investments, and also provides a detailed history of the entire universe. Yep, you heard that right. This is the Analysis Solution Mathematics Coaching Center, and its story seems to connect business strategy to, the very fabric of the cosmos.
So it really all starts with a question like this. What on earth could marketing, mathematics, and the multiverse possibly have in common? The answer, as we're about to see, is found in the completely strange and weirdly compelling vision of one single organization. So yeah, this is not going to be your typical explainer.
Okay, so let's start with how this company, ASMCC, actually presents itself to the world. At first glance, it looks like a pretty straightforward commercial and educational business based in India. You'd think it's just a standard coaching center and maybe a business consultancy.
But right away, you look at their list of services and things get unusual. You've got your normal business development and marketing, but it's sitting right next to super specialized mathematical analysis and science tutoring for literally every school grade. It's just a broad, almost dizzying combination of things.
Now, let's just zoom in on their investment service for a second. The definition they give, it starts off normally enough, but then we get this fantastic piece of wisdom from the CEO himself. Investment is useful for good time for future works use. This phrasing, it's so unique. It's really our first big clue that we're dealing with a very particular, very distinct voice.
And this unique approach, it just keeps going, especially with their communication style. Their pitch for market research is offered not just in English and Hindi, which you might expect, but also in Sanskrit. For a modern marketing agency, that is an absolutely wild choice. It shows this deep connection to both ancient traditions and modern business.
And this is where things take a really sharp turn. We're about to pivot from the practical, nuts and bolts world of business services straight into the deep, profound, cosmic philosophy of the founder, a man named mathematician Gaurav Deep Gautam.
Okay, so just listen to this. This statement is really the heart of the whole philosophy. He says, the universe isn't just a place, it's a form of knowledge. And it's a knowledge that includes everything from matter and energy to the memories of ancestors. This is the key. It shows us that ASMCC isn't just a business. It's an organization built on a worldview where the physical and the metaphysical are completely intertwined.
And this cosmic perspective just keeps on rolling. It gets into the life cycle of the universe itself. How it's always expanding, how stars die, how new planets are born. It's a way of thinking that really tries to place the company's work on the biggest possible stage you can imagine.
And then, just when you think you're floating out in the cosmos, the source material suddenly zooms in with incredible, almost encyclopedic scientific detail on just one subject, our home planet, Earth.
And the level of detail here is just startling. The materials present hard, specific scientific data, nailing down Earth's formation to 4.54 billion years ago. This establishes a tone of total scientific authority. It's pretty impressive.
And then the materials just walk us through the entire history of Earth, from the moon being formed to the age of the dinosaurs, all the way up to when humans first appeared. It's a complete geological timeline coming from a math coaching center. Just let that sink in.
The deep dive doesn't stop. Next, it's breaking down the planet's chemical makeup by mass, mostly iron, oxygen, silicon, and magnesium. Again, this is hard data, stuff you'd find in a geology textbook, but it's presented as core material for this organization. The analysis doesn't just stick to the past either. It shoots way into the future, explaining how Earth's fate is tied to our sun. Eventually, the sun's going to become a red giant and probably, vaporize our planet in about 5 billion years. So there's that.
So what are we supposed to make of all this? You've got marketing services, a cosmic philosophy, and planetary science all coming from the same place. Let's try to wrap our heads around this incredible mix of topics. And this slide, right here, this is where the whole puzzle is just laid out for us. It's perfect. On one hand, you've got a super standard textbook definition of what marketing is. And right next to it, a deeply scientific explanation of Earth's magnetic field. Seeing them side by side like this, it just perfectly captures the incredibly strange and honestly fascinating mix of ideas that this organization is all about. The contrasts just keep on coming. One moment, we get a completely straightforward, factual list of Earth's major tectonic plates, pure, unadulterated geology.
And then, boom, right after that geology lesson, we snap right back to a core marketing principle. And you gotta notice a little detail here. The attribution is by management. That very specific, let's call it unconventional spelling, just adds another little layer to the unique character of this whole enterprise.
Wow. Okay, so we've gone from business plans to the far reaches of the cosmos, then all the way down to the Earth's core. To wrap all this up, let's go back to the most direct, the most personal element in all of the source material.
And here he is, the man behind it all, introducing himself, typos and all. Hello, I am Gaura Deep Gotham, CEO, Chief Executive Officer. This really direct, completely unedited introduction just brings this entire cosmic journey right back down to Earth, to a single accessible person. So, what connects marketing, math, and the multiverse? Well, it really seems like the answer is just one man's completely singular vision. But that leaves us with an even bigger question, doesn't it? In a world that's packed with super slick, hyper-focused brands, what's the real value of a voice that's this wide-ranging, this personal, and this, well, profoundly strange? Definitely something to think about. Thanks for joining me.